The endless highway stretched out in a ribbon of grey as far as the eye could see. Sarah Murphy had been driving since 5 in the morning, and there was still no end in sight. The last few towns she'd passed through had been little more than a pub and a few run-down houses. She'd lost the only decent radio station a few hours ago and had turned off the radio with a sigh. Silence. For the first time in years, Sarah was surrounded by nothing but the purring of her car's engine and the sound of endless miles passing beneath its tyres. No phones, no traffic, nothing. As an account executive at Brandel and McBride, a leading London-based advertising agency, full speed was the only gear Sarah had been operating in for what seemed like forever. She thrived on the pressure of her work, never feeling more elated than when she picked up a new account or managed a successful campaign. The abrupt change of pace in her life over these past few days had been a major culture shock. Sarah had found herself taking stock of her life since the death of her grandmother 6 months ago. She'd spent years working tirelessly, despite occasional misgivings about working in an industry with such an emphasis on flogging material possessions. She'd loved all of it, the crazy deadlines, the drama, the long hours, but her grandmother's death seemed to stop her in her tracks. The job that had once been the entire focus of her life now felt frivolous and empty, and London, once so glamorous and exciting, just seemed a cold, dull and noisy place that no longer felt like home. A yellow sign whizzed past and she reached for the map, searching for the small speck of a town called Negallan. She had to be getting close to it by now. A dark shape suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and in a split second Sarah had dropped the map and was braking to avoid colliding with a herd of cattle grazing on either side of the road.